This month's campout takes us to Cedar Hill State Park. Cedar Hill State Park is one of the closer state parks to where we live, but we've never been there because we usually like to get away from the city. And it's not on the outside of the Metroplex. It's been swallowed by the Metroplex over the years, but it's huge. Usually we stay in campgrounds where the campgrounds are 2 digits, and our campsite is 270. We're going to be cut short a little bit because of weather, but we still wanted to try some things out. We have a brand new mattress for the teardrop.
We also want to check the solar panel to see if we can work boondocking without any shore power.
So we're going to try to go without that. And we got a new hammock that we're going to try out.
And we have to check to make sure the repairs that we did on the camper hold, because it leaked last time.
And so next up is a travel montage, and we'll see you at the campground.
At the Cedar Hill campground, they have this pretty massive solar array. We've got 6 bays. 5 of the bays have 4x6, which is 24 panels, and then the first bay over there actually has 6x6, which is 36 panels. So do the math, however many panels that is. They all say they are 374.5 volts, and you can see that each one has its own little transformer unit attached to it, and then they wire into the junction box. This is a lot of panels. It probably gives them a lot of power. Also cute, over there where you purchase your firewood, they have another solar panel to power that electronic payment system. It's pretty cool. Another thing that we don't usually see in solar panels, you don't usually get to see them from underneath, but they look translucent. But when if the sun comes out, you'll see that they sort of look translucent from below, but of course they completely shade what's underneath because they're absorbing that solar energy. It's pretty neat.
Well, we made it. We are at our campsite. This is Hog Wallow campsite number 270. And I'll tell you how big this park is. I think it goes up into the 300s. And this particular site, look right behind us. We are right on the shore of Joe Pool Lake. And it's a nice big lake, and it is a very short, like 100-foot walk to the shoreline from here. We're on a bit of a hill. We have a covered picnic table for us to be doing our cooking and eating, and you can see back there Rachel's lying down in the hammock.
This is a hammock. It's a thing for sleeping and lounging in. We bought it for Luke. You can see how long that lasted. It's pretty nice.
We're going to go up some steps here to where the vehicles are, give you an idea of this particular campsite. So we've got our teardrop set up here at the top of the hill, and it is a 2-wide campsite, so we've got the car next to it because we don't have a whole lot of space before we're at the road. And we've got our solar panel out, so pretty soon we're going to start plugging some stuff in and see if it charges. And mainly we're just trying to charge our devices and maybe run a fan, and we'll do that off of the battery here that's getting a charge from the solar panel. If I look inside, you can see our newest thing is no more air mattress for us. This is a foldable foam mattress. It's a little too big, but it folds up, and that's how we were able to get it in. See these little creases here. And just having laid down on it just a little bit, it is night and day difference from that an air mattress to that. I'll put the brand of mattress this is up on the screen, and we purchased this as well as that hammock over there on Amazon. This is not the best looking thing in the world, but our last camp out we got cut short because of rain, and rain leaked, and we found the culprit was that the hurricane hinge had come up. So we tightened that up and we re-caulked it, and kind of overdid it with the caulk, but we're hoping that keeps it watertight. And yes, there is rain expected this weekend, but we're going to try to be out here before it hits anyway. And yes, we'll have the vent closed before that happens. I just want you guys to see the size of the cracks on this road. This is what I'm talking about with the cracks. Look at the size of these things, man. One thing about the state park at Cedar Hill State Park is they are repaving a lot of the roads and renovating a good amount of the park. And it was established in 1991, so it's a fairly young state park. And it's good that it's being maintained, but there are some things that are in dire need of it. Let me go down the steps here. Our chairs have blown over. One of them has. It's a windy day. We will rebuild. And there we go, back out to our view of Joe Pool Lake.
I just wanted to point out that we have some bluebonnets, quite a few near our campsite. Here's one little clump. This is the little trail that goes from our campsite down to the edge of the lake. There's lots of little flowers, but I wanted to show you several clumps of bluebonnets. Here's another. There's some more closer to the lake shore. Another couple of clumps here. Let's get a close up. Bluebonnets, as everyone knows, are the state flower of Texas, and they are rare enough that they are still protected, which means that you're not allowed to pick them or to dig them up. And if they're in your yard, you're really not even, well, I guess if they're on private property you can do it, but I believe some people think you're not even allowed to mow your lawn if you have bluebonnets in it. We have many, many wildflowers in our lawn, but bluebonnets are not among them for some reason. So I'm always happy to see bluebonnets out and about. Some more clumps over there. You can kind of see them.
This is campsite 250 here at Cedar Hill State Park. It's currently vacant, although reserved. Somebody will be showing up eventually. But look at the view from this campsite. Kind of up on a hill, you're overlooking Joe Pool Lake. You can see forever from here. And you got plenty of shade behind you. This is a nice one. What you think?
Beautiful. Although I like being close enough to walk to the shore, which we have on our campsite, even though this view is...
You know, the mic was pointed away from you, so I probably didn't hear a thing you said. What'd you say?
It did. I said it's beautiful here, but I like that we get to walk down to the shore from our campsite, and we can hear the water from our campsite too.
Here you can hear the winds.
What?
So this is a decommissioned campsite, and yeah, there's a hiking trail right here. This is the Hog Wallow Trail. See how well marked it is. Somewhere up here, not too far, is the scenic lookout.
is a nice view. We've got the lake, a really nice wide expanse. It's beautiful. You can see campgrounds over there. You can almost see our campsite. You can actually see it from a little bit further up the trail, but it's obscured by trees right here. But we're basically right there.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna head back the way we came, and then I think we're gonna shower, and we won't take the camera in for that, and then we'll have dinner. It's morning. It's nowhere near as windy as it was last night. I mean, there's a little breeze, but it's not like super gusty. Actually looked like we have less clouds this morning, but later this afternoon there's supposed to be heavy rain moving in. And as it turns out, I ended up having a meeting dumped on me for tomorrow morning, so we wouldn't have been able to stay anyway, so I got a work thing. But there's some ducks out on the water and all of that stuff, getting ready to have some breakfast. Update on the solar and the battery and the possible ability to dry camp is that we've been able to charge every single one of our devices so far since we got here yesterday, and that's a good sign. We haven't had much sun in the way of knowing if our solar panel's charging our battery enough to keep it going for multiple days at a time. But we have not had to plug into the shore power. We wanted to test if our solar panel could give us electricity enough for a camp out if we were dry camping, and so even though we're at a campsite with electric, we haven't plugged into the shore power since we got here, and so far everything's working out just fine. The main attraction here at Cedar Hill State Park is obviously Joe Pool Lake, but another attraction, or something that people would go to, is called the Penn Farm Agricultural Center, and that is where we are off to.
No thoughts. My brain is completely empty of thoughts. Oh, sorry. I guess you want me to be entertaining. We're gonna go in this here gate and see a farm thing, I guess. That's all I got.
Here's the first thing that we have is some old farm equipment. What is this mysterious piece of machinery? It is a plow. Yeah, we could figure out it was a plow. I was kind of hoping that there'd be, more info on that. This is a mower. What do you think about taking this out to, take care of the yard? Yeah, gotta have, let's see, what mules. Mechanical mowers could be driven by mules or tractors. And what do we have over here? A seed drill. What kind of seeds are there, Fiona?
Well, I mean, when they built it, it was a pretty nice house. It's got gutters, it's got shingles, it's got 2 chimneys, double hung windows, siding, screen door. I mean, yeah, when they built this, this was a nice house.
What do you think this is?
I'm guessing a chicken coop, because it's got chicken wire. Gravel. There haven't been any chickens in here for a while. Alright, well, this is a log structure. It's got a metal roof, a couple of doors. This looks like a water trough, so it's probably for animals of some kind.
It's stable.
Yeah, a little stable. Let's look and see what's
This is
in here.
where you keep the mule.
Look at these iron hardware, iron hinges. There you go.
And then the big barn, or the bigger barn, is up here.
Yeah. Now I'm guessing that this foundation was maybe not there before, and it looks like concrete. Maybe they put that there to preserve the structure.
Maybe.
I don't know.
More rain gutters. here.
But you can see, yeah, it looks like it was moved. See how there's a post down there holding it up? Same thing here, this has been cut. So they either moved it or jacked it up so that they could make it more stable. This big beam. So that rough-hewn beam that Clint's always talking about, now it's not that long, but you can see how they've got it connected over there with the joint. Look at this. See that? And then there's this little iron hook here. But these are, I mean, this is what a hand-hewn beam looks like, right? I mean, from the shows we watch.
Yep.
I love this support with the bark still on it. They're all like that. Look, they're all trees. See that? Here we've got this too. Again, it's just a rough log that they've just sort of smoothed out a little. Now these planks look like they're machined, right?
They're milled.
Have to use some, yeah, they're milled. You have to use some sort of a blade for this, something like a power tool, I think. Like I know what I'm talking about. I watched a couple of TV shows.
All right.
Pretty cool.
There's a sign over here that might say what is going on.
Okay. And here you go again. See, we've got this concrete foundation that can't be original. They must have jacked this up or moved it from someplace else and put this foundation to stabilize it. This barn is the oldest building on the farm, built before 1859 and before the house. Originally it stored livestock and feed. Later it was modified to store grain. Livestock were very important to this farm. In fact, cattle were the main focus of Penn Farm for most of its existence. People have been raising cattle for a very long time. This image shows a cattle ranch in Egypt over 4,000 years ago. Penn Farm isn't nearly that old, but this old barn is part of that ancient livestock tradition, and don't get bitten by a rattlesnake.
Good tip.
So again, we've got a mix of this hand-hewn posts here with the milled lumber. You can see this is like a milled 4x4, milled 2x6, and then we've got these hand-hewn posts. This ceiling looks newer too, and you can see the hurricane straps, these metal pieces, those look newer.
All right, let's get out of there, girl. Oh, there's a big building over here. This is a cattle barn.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the moo cows lived.
It isn't really a farm so much as a ranch. I'm pretty sure that that light was added after the original structure.
Huh? The log building there used to be a cabin belonging to a family named Summers, who were tenants on the land. And this is the farm's old schoolhouse.
Ah.
And when they built the big barn, they just used them.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes it easier for you to support the roof.
I don't think those picnic tables are original either.
I don't know. This is the same kind of siding that was on the house. It's just a little bit rougher and not painted. Well, it was maybe painted at one time.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Water tower. Windmill. fire pit. I think the windmill might need some oil.
They have it locked, so there's a chain around it to prevent it from spinning around. It's not in use anymore.
Is this a water pumping windmill?
Yeah, you can tell. See this?
Tractor. Newer house. More plows. Okay, so this is the new house. It was built in 1876. Chicken coop, granary.
Yeah. Nobody looks like they want to have their picture taken. Look at the looks on their faces.
And this is what is this house?
This is a tenant house. So this family could have been a tenant farmer.
So we are here, and we saw the amphitheater, and we walked up this way. We came from here. Our campsite's over here. We do, and we went this way, and then we turned here by the granary, and then we did this, and we should have gone that way, but we went this way by accident. And then we came up here. We saw those double barn. Came in here, walked through the main barn. Got distracted by the main barn, didn't see that. Turned around and then saw this tower and this windmill. That was the squeaky one. That's the new house. It's the old house. That's the new house. Chicken house, day laborer house, and then that's when we thought we were done. But now we walked all the way around this, and now we're here, and now we got to go back to where we came from. Well, that's going to wrap up our brief stay here at Cedar Hill State Park. We're packing up. Any last thoughts on the park?
It's pretty nice, especially now that it's deserted. There's a cardinal.
Yeah, a cardinal that moved in 2 campsites down, and when they left, the people there left, the cardinal decided to come here. But that's our stay here at Cedar Hill Park. It's good for a quick getaway. And definitely Sunday after checkout, it got kind of deserted. So thanks for watching.